He's my true love. Yeah, Ten of Cups. He's my everything. He's my Ten of Cups. He's my family.
Yo, yo, yo. It's Mark's Tarot. Hey, Becca, how are you, sweetie? Pardon me out. Hey, Erica, how you doing? I should be in my bed right now already. I really should go to my bed. But I'm going to hang out for a bit. Yeah, I'm doing good. I just finished watching the game with my nephews, and then they just left about 10 minutes ago. So I'm doing good. Had a good day. All went well. Thanks for asking. Hope you had a good day too. I wanted to come on earlier, but the game went overtime, and I'm like, fuck, gotta stay up late. Good. Good to hear. The energy's changing anyway. The energy feels a lot lighter, a lot better. The energy's definitely changed, which is good. When the energy changes, it's a lot better. But you just got off? Cool. I didn't even know you were online because I was watching the game. But when you texted me earlier, you said, I'm live now, chilling. I'm like, what? But I thought you meant that you were on earlier. Because you said yesterday that you weren't coming on until Monday. So I didn't even think to go check if you were on. And then I was watching the game with my nephews, and then I go log on to go on because I told everybody I was coming on late tonight. And then I saw you were live. I was like, oh shit, no wonder she was saying she was live now. I was confused when I was like, I thought you was talking about yesterday. Yeah, because usually you're not on, you know. Yeah, it was funny. I was cracking up. A lot of people do that to me. They go, yo, 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 it's Mark's Tarot. I always do that shit. They think it's hilarious. You did a good job, yes. It was a good impersonation. I wasn't expecting you to do it. But it's good. It was good. Good job. What do you think it means when someone sees you as the star? What do you mean, like the star card? If somebody sees you as the star, and then it means that it could mean two things. It depends, because if you if you're asking about somebody that you already know, that you know from the past, then if the person's from the past and they see you as the star, then they want to mix in the past with the future, with the present, not the future. They want to mix the past vibes and put it into the present and make something out of it and build on it. And they're hopeful that it's going to happen, and they look at you as somebody who they can work with and bond with, and like get to a point of fulfillment, pretty much. That's But if you don't know the person, like a person's star personality, well, the star card doesn't really come across. Oh, you asked how your neighbors view me. Well, see, that's the thing. The star card really isn't, to me, personality. It's more of um, like a person who does those things. But if you don't, because you don't know your neighbor like that, and you just met him, like it's a person who is looking at you as if, yeah, this could be somebody of potential. This could be somebody that I'm looking at as a hopeful situation. Like they're hoping or wishing that you could be the person that they can bond with and be with. You know what I mean? That's how I view the star card in that situation. And like I said, it all depends on who it is. But if you're asking about your neighbor's view of you, they look at you as like, somebody who they would like to be with. You know? And somebody who they can feel fulfilling with and do things with. The personality of the star card, I would say, is a person who is most likely a person that does a lot of things, a person who wants to help, a person who wants to get to a point in their life where they can do everything they need to do, and hope, and always have like this notion of, yeah, I'm gonna make shit happen. I'm gonna do what I have to do to make it happen. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work hard and make it happen. Things like that. So it's usually a person that can do a lot of things. My cards are like super, because it's humid. It's like kind of been humid today, so my cards are like sticking. I'm trying to like sort them all out here. But, and obviously the star card is referred to as an Aquarius, but it doesn't really, to me, I don't really go by the signs. But if you're like, the thing is, it's just somebody that makes things brighter. It's like a, oh, the thing is, everybody has. The thing is, when the people get the star card, they say, "Oh, your wish is this, your wish and that." That's not really what it means to me. I never use the star card as a wish. I always use the star card as, if you look at the picture on the star card, it's a woman, and she's like pouring water into like, it usually means a person that's happy, a person that's optimistic, a person that's a mother, a person that's like is someone who they like, that it's a good person, a person that inspires and things like that, and makes their day bright. Like, it's usually a person who takes a licking and keeps ticking. If you've ever heard that saying, but it can mean a lot of things. It just depends on who you're referring to or how it's referred to. So it's that's what it is, really. It all depends. But that's what it means to me. The star is more of it's not really referred to as a person, in my opinion. It's just like it's more of a way or a feeling. All right, cool, no problem. Erica, if you're here, would you like a card? I'll give you a daily message if you like. Okay, cool. Today I'm going to use my daily healing cards. Hey, Jessica Boo, how you doing? Sure, no problem, sweetheart. All right, this is for Erica. All right, this is your card. And it says, remind yourself that you are a soul-spirited spirit being. Remind yourself that you are a soul spirit being. A lot of people don't realize that we're just a human being and we're made up of a soul and a spirit. We just have an outer coating. That's why when we die, our body goes into a box, into the ground, and our soul and spirit keeps on living. I'm doing good, Jessica. All's good. I'm having a good weekend so far. Hung out with my nephews today. We watched some games and stuff. Hey, Tristan, how you doing? My night's going good so far, thanks. Hope yours is too. It resonated good. Jessica, you want a card? Hey, Bronny, how are you? How you been? Sure, Bronny. All right, Jessica. All right, Jessica, this is your card. If you look closely, it's hey kids, how you doing? I'm doing good, Bronny. Thanks for asking. It's like little pots of little plants that are just sprouting. And this says, in the moment, if you can, remove your judgment and criticism and truly listen to someone, you will empower them. So there you go, Jessica. In the moment, if you can, remove your judgment and criticism and truly listen to someone, you will empower them. Cool. Tristan, would you like a card? You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. All right, Tristan, let's see what we got for you. All right, Tristan, your card is this, and it says, create healthy boundaries with all these around you. No, sorry. Create healthy boundaries with those around you. I said these, but it said those. Sorry. Create healthy boundaries with those around you. Yeah, I'm always spending time with my nephews because my sister is getting a divorce, and my nephews are always around me anyway. So we guys are always together. So I'm trying to help them get through everything and all the bullshit. So it's not easy. Brownie, I just got your donation. You can go ahead and ask your question. And I also got you Kits. I got your donation too. Thanks. You can go ahead and ask your question after Brownie. All right. Yeah, it is. It's something she should have done a long time ago, but you know, it's just the way it is. You know, it happens. But the boys are taking it very well. She's got a 15 and a 13-year-old. I live next door. I live in the apartment, and they live in the main house, but they're doing pretty good. They're not being affected by it, you know, in a really mental state of mind. They have me anyway, so, and he's a deadbeat dad, so it's not like they're gonna miss him like that anyway, because he doesn't do really much nothing for him. So it's kind of like getting rid of somebody that doesn't even give a shit about you. As children get older and grow into men and boys, boys and then men, and grow into teenagers, they start to realize who their parents really are and who really loves them and who really cares about them. So it happens. Okay, Bronny, I'll check that for you. Okay, Cindy. No problem, sweetheart. Take care. I'll see you when you come in. Drive safe. You're welcome, sweetheart. Take care. All right. Brownie, I would say that this person that you're inquiring about, your friend, she feels like threat to her safety. She kind of feels like she's losing a friendship. Could be with you or could be with somebody else. She has no solutions to her present problems. She's trying to make like a confession to herself and because she feels very stuck, because it's like things that are happening with her are, there's like there's no resolution to anything that she's got. Yeah, I mean, it could be, yeah, it could be her husband. I think she's starting to realize that she needs to be patient, and she needs to like make adjustments, and that's the reason why she feels the way she feels. I think she needs to get like her finances right and get her life right. But I think she just feels like she can't um, do what she has to do because she has no real. She's trying to make a solution, but she doesn't really know what she wants to do right now. But she does feel threatened to lose a friendship or lose maybe her husband, and she doesn't have anywhere to like really go, or she feels like she can't do it, or she feels like if she does it, she doesn't know what to do. Mm. I think that she might be possibly fighting with him or arguing with him, and it looks like she's the strong one, and she's trying to get through like her day and through things with this person. But I think it's a lot to do with finances and money as well. Maybe there's a money situation here where if she takes the chance of leaving him or dealing with him, she's going to possibly lose a lot of money, or she thinks that it's going to be a big risk for her to move on from him. So that's what's holding her back, and that's the problem she's having, and like of disconnecting completely, because she thinks that if she tells him, "Look, I'm out of here and I'm done. I want a divorce or something, or I want to break up," she knows she'll be okay to a certain point, but she feels kind of like he'll probably go off it. So it doesn't really look good, and that's why she's acting the way she is. That's why she's been off the past few days, like you're saying. Um, how she feels towards you is also like she feels like you're honest with her and you're a good friend, but I think that her emotions are very unstable. I think he is to a certain point. I don't think that there's any like physical harm. I think it's just mental, you know, uh, mental anguish, and just talking, arguing, and talking about money and stuff like that. I still think that this person looks at you as a good friend and a person that they can talk to, but they think it's a risk, that their emotions are unstable, and they're resisting the change. And like you see how you've told me in the past that you've told this person, getting involved in their life and trying to help them. I think that the reason why she doesn't really say too much is because she doesn't want to like be reminded of it, or she just can't be talking about it because it bothers her. But I think I can see that she's okay with you. It's just that she doesn't want to say too much because of what's going on in her situation. She's trying to find a way out, it looks like. But it's something to do mainly about money and finances. And obviously, when you break up with somebody or you get a divorce, those are the main things that are being, put forth, is money, finances, and things like that. But she looks at you okay though. She still looks at you as her good friend. I would say just give her some time to rebound and just, call you and see how things are. She might reach out to you. Yeah, just give her space. I think that that's the main thing. Just give her space, and I think if she really needs you, she'll call you and talk to you. But she's trying to find solutions. That's what I see. She's trying to find solutions to her problems. Kits, you can go ahead and ask your question, sweetheart. But yeah, Brownie, she looks at you okay. It's fine. You're welcome, sweetie. No problem. Sometimes we can't really help people. They got to help themselves, you know? I know it's hard to do, but sometimes we have to take a step back and just allow that person to come to their senses. I've been telling my sister for 10 years to get rid of this clown. And now she finally got rid of him on her own, but I least expected it. So, you know, people have to realize on their own what they're doing. And then when they do it, you just support them. Yeah, she's okay. She's a lot happier because she's got more evidence on, you know, him, and he's doing a lot of dumb shit and getting caught. And you know, she's just living her life. She feels very free. She doesn't feel controlled anymore. You know, she actually went out tonight, and she went out for dinner last night with her friends, and then she went out tonight again to see one of her friends. And I just heard the car. She just came back, so she needs to be by herself. You know, I told her I'll hang out with the boys, and you go out and do your thing. You know, just be happy, be safe, and just be free. So she feels like, you know, the chains are off, which is good. I'm happy to see her that way. But that idiot, he just keeps digging his own grave. So some people never learn, and that's him. But I'm happy for my sister. I'm glad she's back to her normal self. All right, Kit, you said, is the lady that is a bishop at my grandmother's church putting my family under spiritual attack? Oh, shit. That's not good. Yeah, I know it's not funny, but to be honest, I don't think she has the power to do that. I just think that she's playing mind games, or she may be playing mind games. But to be honest, sweetheart, I'll be honest with you. I don't really believe in those type of things, because if you believe it, then you'll receive it. If you don't believe it, then you deny it. You know, you get it out of your mind. I think that, you know, we get bad vibes off of people, and we think that they're doing something. Yes, you can be spiritually attacked, and you can be energy attacked. I call it energy transfers. I think that she's trying to, and I think she's gotten to a man in your family. She might be attacking a man, because the man is the weakest link in the family. So if there's a man around you, or like a brother, or an uncle, or a dad, or somebody like that that's in the family, she's attacking the men in the family is what I'm getting. Any man or men in the family. If there isn't any men that's being attacked in the family, then I feel like it's no one at all. But I'm only getting a man that's getting attacked here, if anything. But I think she's determined. Yeah. So if your brother was, I think that she went after your brother and nobody else, through another female. Yeah. It's very possible. I see a man here. Tell me something. Does this woman have like short hair? If it's a woman with short hair, then I would say yes. It's that person. She gave candles to the women in my family. Yeah. Yeah, it's a short-haired woman. And she's very hey Paige, how you doing? I think she's like trying to she has very strong determination and willpower to try and make this happen because she doesn't want she doesn't want you guys to she wants to try and trouble the relationships that you guys have. Yeah, you should never receive any type of candles or gifts from anybody. Always buy your own shit, you know. And I know sometimes we get a gift and we're like, yay. But sometimes the gift can be given with a bad intention, unfortunately. And I've seen that happen a lot. And that's how energy gets transferred. They give you a gift, it goes to your house, you use it, you touch it, you feel it, and bang, it's in your energy. So I would say take those candles, throw them all out, and to the people that she gave candles to that you know, I can tell you how to get rid of that negative energy a very easy, simple, and cheap way. You get a glass bowl. I've said this like a million times on my lives. You get a glass bowl. It has to be glass. A bowl that would take a clear glass bowl that would take at least 2 cups of water. You boil the water. You let it become lukewarm. And then you add 7 teaspoons of sea salt. It has to be sea salt, not Himalayan salt, not cooking salt. It has to be sea salt. And you add the 7 teaspoons, and it has to be 7 teaspoons. Regular, size ones. You don't have to be full. And you mix it all in the water, and you leave it there in the bowl for about 2 weeks, and you let the water evaporate, and it sucks all the energy out of the room and out of the place. So it helps absorb. Salt absorbs all the negative energy in the water, and then the water will start to evaporate, and the salt will cling to the actual glass. And then you take it outside and you wash the bowl outside of your house into the ground and let the negativity go seep into the soil. And that goes for anybody in here who wants to take negative energy out of your house. It's a very cheap and effective way to get rid of energy in your house. And it also gets rid of like bad spirits or anything like that. It works. I've done it for a lot of people. I do it for myself. And I've done it for years, and it definitely works. So I recommend doing that, kids, and telling the people around you to do the same. But this short-haired woman, she's trying to like attain a goal and really attack the guy. She's really trying to attack the man more than anything. She's trying to bring trouble in your friendships and your relationships. So I would say yes, she is doing stuff, but yeah, a lot of people do that too. They put a glass of water, and they take because if you put like the thing is people don't realize how effective those things are, like glasses and water and things like that, and a bucket of water. It sucks out everything inside of in a home. Some painters, when they paint a room, they put a bucket of water, a 5-gallon bucket of water in the middle of the room, half full, and then the water absorbs the paint smell. So the next day it's not stinking of paint anymore. So the water absorbs a lot of smell and energy and things like that. So that's one of my main things to get rid of energy inside of a home. Another thing you can do is go buy a lemon and put it on top of your drawer, like your bureau. And when the lemon starts to get black spots on it after a week, then it's absorbing the negative energy in the room. But if it doesn't get with black spots within a week, then there is no negative energy. And if it goes black quick, you're in trouble. You better go get another lemon. You better get the lemon. You better put the water in there. You better do a lot of shit. Yeah, there's a lot of ways. that you can get rid of negative energy. Some people use sage all the time and sage their whole house. But like I tell people all the time, sage is good, but there's other ways, more powerful ways. But you can do sage too if you're into that. But I'm not really a saging type of person. I've done it before. I know how to sage a home and get rid of energy here and there. My sage tactics is what I do is I light the sage and I go around every window and door and I go around like see this window right here. I'll start on the bottom and I'll go like that in a clockwise way and say, and as I'm taking it around the window is closed all the way. I close all my windows and doors. So it gets really smoky in the house. And you go around every door and every window and every opening. And as you do it, you say, please get out of my house. I don't want you in here anymore. Spirit, get out. Bad spirits, get out. All of you get out. I don't need you in here. Take all the negative energy away. And then once you finish every window and every corner and every door, you put the sage outside. And then you wait about 2 or 3 minutes and you open up all your doors and window and say, get out. Keep saying get out to all the negativity and negative spirits in the house, if there is any. And then that pretty much solves the problem. If you really want to get nasty and the energy still feels heavy, you can go buy a bell and you ring the shit out of the bell till it hurts your own ears, because the ringing of the bells also get rid of negativity and negative spirits because they can't handle the noise. I mean, hardly anybody can handle a person ringing a bell in a damn ear or like for a good 20 minutes inside of a house. I'd leave the house too after listening to that shit. So you can do it. There's a lot of ways. Those are some ways that I know that work and that I've used, to get rid of, bad energy or negative things. Or another thing is, like, a lot of people don't realize that when somebody comes over to your house and says, hey, hi, how you doing? And walks in your home and stays there for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes or more, they're releasing their energy in your home. And if they use like a tissue and blow their nose and put it in your trash can and you don't get rid of that trash right away, then their energy is absorbed just in that damn tissue with their snot or their mucus or whatever. Like, people don't realize how much energy affects someone's home. And some like bad people will do that just to leave their energy in your home. I'll never forget, I read for this lady. She was an elderly lady. I haven't seen her in a long time. I hope she's doing okay. She said that every time this woman came to her house, she always felt bad vibes, but she thought it was in her mind. And she would always bring her something, like bring her bread or cookies or cake or something like that. And she says majority of the time she'll just throw it in the trash because she didn't want nothing from the lady, but she didn't know how to, tell her in a nice way. So then she stopped giving her gifts and still coming to visit. And she says that it still stayed the same. So I told her, I said, well, does this woman use like your paper towel or your Kleenexes and blow her nose and put it inside your trash can? And she goes, oh my God, yes, every time. And I was like, well, how long do you take to take out that trash? She goes, oh, once a week that I take the trash out. And I said, as soon as that woman comes over again and she throws a Kleenex or a tissue or a paper towel inside your trash can with her energy on it, make sure you take that trash and put it outside and don't even leave it inside your house. And she did it. And she says she hasn't had a problem since. Because that's how strong energy is. A simple, them touching shit and putting it in your energy in your home. That's how bad it is. That's how bad people's energy can be. it's sad, but it's just the way it is. And some people don't even realize they're doing it. You know, some people don't really have the intention of putting negative energy in your house. It's just they have negative energy, cling to them, and the energy has to get transferred somewhere. So unfortunately, it comes to you. And a lot of people think, "Oh, that's such bullshit," but it isn't. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. You know, my dad told me a story when he was growing up in Portugal. He said that his uncle and aunt used to raise piglets and pigs, and then kill them to eat them eventually. And they said that one year they got a really really big ass pig, and he was like ready to they were ready to like pretty much kill him and get the meat from him eventually. But they said this person came out of nowhere and was like, "Oh, I really like your pig. The pig looks amazing. When you do get when you kill it and get, your food, don't forget me. But yeah, this pig looks amazing." And my dad said the next day, the pig stopped eating. And a whole week, the pig stopped eating, and then the pig died. And it had some type of crazy, rare ass disease or something. And they said the pig was perfectly fine until that person came there and said that shit. It's like they put some bad juju on the pig because they were jealous that people were going to make money off the food or eat the food from the pig. So it's people who have that evil eye, they can put that juju shit on your ass. And people like, but the thing is with me, I think that it's more of, if we entertain it, if we think it, then we're more liable to get it because we've already absorbed the energy of knowing that it's there or believing that it's there. Because belief is doubt, right? So, some people believe things they never seen or never had, right? So it's hard because you want to trust people and you want to like believe that people have your best intentions and are not really doing that shit to you, but they really are. But some people don't realize they're doing it and they don't want to do it, but it's just an energy transforming over to you or leeching onto you. I've seen it happen with a lot of people. But the key to not allowing it affecting you is not believing it, one, and two, protecting yourself at all costs. So protecting yourself, you can protect yourself with like black tourmaline crystals work. If you believe in Jesus and God, wear a cross, a chain. Bless yourself with holy water every day. Don't miss a beat. Pray, obviously. And stay away from those people. Don't let them in your home. Do whatever it takes. Most likely, the people that get affected the most are the people who allow people in their homes. That's the people who get affected the most. And you may not think that somebody comes over your house and does anything bad, but really they do. They're taking their shit energy from where they came from and putting that shit in your home. I call it energy transformation. Energy transferring. Yeah, I don't blame you, Beckham. The best thing to do is do your own thing. Because when you get involved with, other readers or other people, sometimes it's the worst thing you can do. Because the people that you somehow deal with are always people who are leeches, or they just want something for nothing, or they'll get your help and they'll lead you on to believe that everything's cool and then stab you in the back. It's happened to me on here many times. I've been on here for almost 4 years now, and I've seen it all and done it all. And I've done collaborations with a lot of people who are like really fucking weird. They come across as really nice, they become friends, and then all of a sudden, poof. It's like they switch like a bitch. And then it's like next thing you know, you're like, what the fuck just happened here? What did I do? Like, exactly, Bria. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. The littlest things, like see how you said they could take a piece of your hair, and that's all they really need, you know. They just need a particle of your energy, a piece of energy from you, and that's a wrap. That's it, right? That's why I don't let too many people come in here. I don't like it. The other day, we got the house assessed because of the divorce, and the couple had to come over here. The couple had to come over here and check my apartment to assess it, and I didn't really want that, but I had no choice. And they came in here and they left within a minute. They just measured shit, looked around, took pictures, and left. As soon as they left my apartment, my sister tried to go. I said, don't go in there. And I said, look, take the dog. I have to go in there. And I already knew what I had to do. I protected myself as I walked through the door. I don't know if these people bringing shit to my house. I don't know what they did. You know, I couldn't be in there when they assessed it. So soon as I went in, I grabbed my sage, I lit it up, I did a complete saging of my home, I did my sea salt and water, and I've been okay. Nothing happened. They didn't bring no negative energy in my home. So that's good. But some people can bring the negative energy in your home, but they didn't. And I was happy. I was like, good. I didn't get nothing bad. Nothing bad's happened since Thursday. Nothing bad's happened. Everything's been fine, and I'm good. So even I slept well, everything's fine. But I just did it as a precautionary thing, you know? Yeah, I don't blame you. But the thing is, yeah, exactly. When you actually use your bathroom, well, that's all they have to do is sit on your toilet seat, touch your knob of your door. But you know, I'll tell you something that's fucked up is that some people don't even know they're bringing that shit in your home. They don't even know it. And some people do it on purpose because they want you to like have bad shit happen to you. But the people who are not purposely putting it there, they don't even know they're doing it. But if you know that the person that's coming into your home already has negative issues and problems or they're going through shit, then the best thing for them is not to come in there. But sometimes they don't realize that they are bringing that negativity to your home. It's kind of a fucked up situation because I feel bad for the people who don't even know they're doing it because it's energy. They don't know, you know? It's like when somebody says, hey, can I come over? I need somebody to talk to. You're better off saying, no, you can't come over, but I'll come to you. Because you know you're not going to release your energy at their home because you don't think like that. And you're not about that. So then you don't have to worry about it. But when you leave their home and you go to yours, you have to make sure you don't take their shit with you. And the key to that is to protect yourself before and after. And there's a lot of methods to doing that, but you just have to do it. You can't just take it for granted. Because then shit starts to, and within 24 hours, bang, it'll be some dumb shit happening. You know, I had to learn the hard way too, because I always was skeptical of that. I always like, fuck, I don't know if I should let this person in my home. But I'll tell you the honest to God truth. In the past 3 to 4 years, maybe 5 years, I haven't had none of my, you know, like all my friends kind of disintegrated from me because I changed my life. So they don't come around here anymore. And since then, my life has been a lot better. Negative energy free. The only people that come through those doors is my nephews, my mom, my dad, and my sister. Nobody, and my dog, nobody else. And those people aren't going to bring negative energy into my home. And if they do, it just gets rebounded back out because the house is so protected. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I was always taught you are who you hang around. So if you hang around shitty people and you hang around negative people, then that negative shit's going to be on you until you get rid of it. And see, a lot of people have a problem where they think that they need that person. You don't need that person. You just want to have them around. And if you don't want or need them, then get rid of them. You got to disconnect from those people, because if you don't, your circle isn't going to get any better. It's going to go counterclockwise. It's going to go backwards. It's hard to deal with because a lot of people feel like they need their friends, they want their friends, or they can't be alone, or they can't go without having somebody around. And see, that's where everybody goes wrong. You don't need nobody but yourself. You don't need nobody to complete you. And it's not even about being alone. It's just being around the right people. Right. But that's the situation that you have to get yourself into. Yeah, exactly. And once you find that, you'll be fine. Exactly. You are who you hang around. And that's why I told everybody 5 years ago I stopped smoking, drinking, going out, smoking weed, and being with those type of friends that do those things. So when I disconnected from them and told them that I don't want to do it, then I lost them as friends. And then now I don't have no problems for the past 5 years. And I also did it because I wanted to come on here and, show my gift, show my talent, show what I know, and help people like I help myself. Nobody fucking helped me. I helped myself. I took it upon myself. I grabbed myself by my own neck and say, look, Mark, you gotta fucking do this shit now. I had to say to myself, look, there's nobody's gonna fucking help you. Nobody knows what you know. Nobody knows what you want to say and do. You gotta do it because you have to make it happen. But I'm the type of person, I'll help you, no problem. But you gotta listen, you gotta learn, and you gotta do what I tell you. If you don't, then you're gonna stay in that same bullshit rut and you ain't gonna get out of it. Some people are not as, confident, or some people aren't as, confident and ballsy and smart enough to do it on their own. They need help. And those people who get help, sometimes they feel like, okay, I'm all right now. I'm fine. I don't need no more help. I'll be good now. Yes, you helped me and I'll go about my business now. And then when somebody says that to me, I'm like, yep, you can tell they're giving up. They're going right back to bullshit. It's when you don't hear from them no more, that's when you know they've gone to the next level. Because if they're still telling you these things, then they're not over it yet. Yeah. I help with boundaries, but I help and I don't help. Because I'm only going to help someone who needs help, not who wants help. There's a difference. Yeah, exactly, kids. Right, Bria, I agree. Yeah, I agree, Becca. I agree with all of you. Looks like you guys are all on the right track, which is great. Yeah, Erica, I definitely believe that too. That's why I preach it every day. And as a reader, I have to deal with a lot of people's energy. And you never see me complain about anyone who comes in here is energy, or oh my God, like you get some readers where they're like, oh my God, you overwhelm me with your life and your energy. Oh my God, I gotta take a break. I gotta go sage my ass real quick. Hold on. Or I need to go do this. I need to go do that. See, there's people that say those type of things. They shouldn't even be reading you because they're not strong enough. They're too busy worrying about your energy and what you're doing. But if you read a person with no, and you're not getting into their life and getting into the reading, right? You gotta take yourself out of the reading. When you get to that point, you become the best version of a psychic. Because a lot of people, they'll read your question and they'll be like, oh, look at this dumb bitch. She's still with this dumb ass. If you say that shit, then their spirits are going to be like, look, I'm not giving this motherfucker the right answer because you're judging my fucking niece or my nephew or my wife or my daughter or whatever. So why should they give you the answer if you're sitting there judging them already before you try and get an answer and take their money? So a lot of people don't put that through their thick skull. They think that, oh yeah, I can judge them and fuck them over at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people look at me and say, fuck, Mark never does that shit. I'll be on here joking around with you guys like, oh yeah, you got all the men. Look at you, girl. Or you trying to fuck the whole Zodiac woman? What's wrong with you? But that's like a joke. But I can joke around with my clients that know me because they know it's a joke. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then I'll close my eyes and I'll start reading for real. But I always like to make the person comfortable and make them laugh so I get their nice energy. I don't want them to be like, oh, fuck. I don't want Mark to tell me that I'm not going to get no dick. I don't want Mark to tell me this guy's an asshole. Like, I don't want you to be like that on the receiving end. Like, I'm going to ease you up a bit. I'm going to talk some shit to you, make you laugh, make your energy available to read. Because if you're scared, you're going to be closed and I won't be able to get a right answer. Am I right or am I wrong? You see what I mean? And that's what people don't do. They sit there and they want to attack you, take your money, and judge you, and then talk shit about you afterwards. So how the fuck you supposed to get the right answer if you're doing that shit? Yeah, it is, Bree. It's annoying. Absolutely, Bria. Where God is taking you is where you need to be. But are you gonna? Some people, are they gonna actually go that way? Right. Well, we all know who does that, Becca. There's a reader on here that famously does that shit. The best is some readers say, or there's a specific reader that I know, she would say, oh, tarot can't answer that. When you hear a reader say tarot can't answer that, or I can't answer that, you have to do this and you have to do that, or oh, I can't answer that, because tarot doesn't tell me that. And that's when I know you don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about. But hey, that's what happens when you go into these readers who promote free readings all the time. A reader that promotes free readings a lot, and now not all of them, some of them, because there's a lot of people that do free readings that are really nice and really care. But there's some that like, oh yeah, I'm doing this for free. I'm going to answer what I want. I'm going to say what I want, do what I want, and talk to you how I feel because you're getting something for free. Fuck you. That's exactly the mentality of a lot of readers. And there's one reader in particular that I can't stand that still does that shit, and people still go to her like a bunch of morons and listen to this fool disrespect them all the time. How are you going to get an answer from a disrespectful reader that's true and right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right, Becca, I agree, yeah. Right. Yeah, and that's and let me tell you something about that, Becca. You made this about your opinion. You said tarot can answer things, but in my opinion, shouldn't be replaced in turn of a doctor. But that's the thing. There's so many doctors that can't be trusted, right? So um, the thing is, when people ask me, a lot of people have asked me. I'll give you an example of what happened a couple years ago, about 2 years ago, maybe three, maybe when I first came on here. I have some really good friends on here, and this woman that I know, she got pregnant, but she had a lot of difficulties through her pregnancy. And she went to the hospital and she was really bad to the point that her friends came to me and said, "Hey, Mark, you know so and so?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I was like, "What's wrong?" She's like, "Oh my God, Mark, she's in the hospital. We need to find out. I know you're not a doctor, but we really need to find out if she's going to be okay. And is she going to have the baby and is it going to be all right?" And, at first, I didn't even have to pull cards. Spirit just automatically said to me, "Look, she's going to be perfectly fine. But just, reassure them with the cards and we'll reassure you that what you're seeing is right." So then I pulled some cards and it was all positive. I said, "Look, she's going to be fine. I'm not a doctor, obviously, but doctors are full of shit too anyway. There's a lot of them that are a joke. I don't really trust many doctors either. Because a lot of doctors just want your insurance money, your money, give you bullshit and use you as a guinea pig. Oh, if that didn't work, okay, well, we got some other shit for you." So I don't really trust doctors anyway. So sometimes you might as well just trust me to be your doctor. And I joke about it sometimes, but I really do. I don't mind doing medical questions because at the end of the day, I know Spirit's going to give me the right answer. So it doesn't matter what you answer. It matters who you're talking to and who you're getting the information from. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about you trusting Spirit to give you that medical information. Because who do you call upon when you're fucked up? You say, "Please God, heal me. Please God, help me." You don't say, "Hey doctor, what you gonna do for me?" "Oh, here's an aspirin and a fucking Tylenol. You'll be fine in the morning." "Oh, we have to operate on your ass." So you see what I'm saying? So a lot of people a lot of people say they won't answer medical questions, but I'll do it because I know how to do it and I know what my limits are and what I want to answer and what I don't want to answer. And one thing, there's nothing guaranteed. If you're gifted and you trust who you're getting information from, then why not? You can answer anything. I don't really turn down any questions because I want to help. You came to me for help for a reason because God sent you to me. So if God sent you to me and I turned you down, what does that say? That's going to cause you not to believe. That's going to cause you to be mad. And then you're going to go to somebody who's going to fuck you over and not tell you the truth like I would. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be humble. You can't think you're a fucking doctor or a miracle person. You just got to break it down in a good way. And the moral of the story is, me, I don't mind reading all sorts of crazy shit. I've been asked the most craziest questions ever, but I still don't judge you. I don't care. One of my clients told me, "Look, I'm glad you never judged me for fucking all these guys and being with all these men. I'm just trying to find the right one, Mark. Please don't judge me." I said, "Sweetheart, you can get all the dick in the world. I don't give a fuck. You can fuck 20, 30, 50 guys. Hey, hoes need love too, sweetheart." And that's exactly what I told her. I said, hoes need love too. She called herself a hoe, but she said, "I just can't find the right man. So in the meantime, I'm just going to go and get dick and be happy." And I said, "You do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm not the one you have to get judgment from when you go to heaven or hell. I'm not going to be at those pearly gates. And if you want to find out what dick is right for you or what guy is right for you, then let's find out. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really care about my judgment of these people. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to read, help you, have fun with you. And I'm not a fucking saint by no means, and neither is anybody in this room. You can't compare yourself to God. Who you fuck you think you are? And when these readers say, I have a direct line to God, I say, yeah, what's his number? Let me talk to him. When a psychic says, I have a direct line to God and God gives me all the answers, I like to come through this computer and slap the shit out of you if you said that, because you're disrespecting God by saying you have a direct line to him and he's the one who gives you the answers. Are you out of your damn mind? Who the fuck are you? Aren't you an apostle or something? You was back in 500 AD before Christ was born. You was there? The fuck you got a direct line to God? Shut your ass up. You better get in line, you moron. What the hell you talking about? You know who you have a direct line to? The person you call on your phone, moron. You ain't got a direct line to nobody. Who the hell you think you are? Honest to God, man, these people make me sick when they say shit like that. I'm like, who are you, yo? Hey, Virgo, what's up, sweetheart? Good evening. How you been? You been missing? How you doing? I'm surprised you're up this past your damn bedtime, woman. I'm doing good. I agree, Bree. You said true readers who aren't gifted, seasoned can answer medical questions. Readers who don't aren't confident enough. And that's what I always say. But Becca, that's in your mind, see? In your mind, you're too sensitive and you don't want to take on dark questions. But medical questions isn't dark questions. But the thing is you do what makes you comfortable. And that's why I don't judge you, because you're going to do what you want. Everybody is different. We're all different. If you say to me, you know what, Mark, you're strong enough to do it. I'm too sensitive to take on those things. And that's okay. I'm not going to say, oh, you're a pussy and you don't do it, and then you're never going to be like me, or you're never going to be a reader. I'm not going to judge you like that. I respect that. And that's why I don't ever tell you what to do. I just give you advice. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's the same. A lot of people tell me, Mark, I can never do mediumship because I don't want to see no dead people and I don't want to see what you see. Fuck that. You see what I'm saying? So everybody's different. Everybody's different. The time someone asked me if they had cancer, and I got a yes, and told the person, and it fucked me up ever since then. But the thing is, Becca, that shouldn't fuck you up, because that should make you feel proud. And what I mean by that is you had the nerve to answer it and be honest about it, and that person had confidence that you will give them the right answer. So don't look at it like that. Try not to. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, obviously. But I respect what you want to do. It's all good. But don't let it fuck you up, though, because at the end of the day, like, it was meant for you to answer them. And people want the truth. They have nobody to confide in. So if they confide in you, it's a bonus. It's a bonus for you, because it builds your confidence. It happened. Let me tell you, for those people who know me since I've started, when I used to do mediumship a lot, and I used to see people, show me that they hung themselves from a ceiling fan, people who got shot, their head blown the fuck off, They showed me all fucked up and all sick and shitty, and I didn't want to see that. And I would tell them, look, I don't want to see the graphic part of this. Just tell me what you need to tell me for this person. I appreciate you showing me and telling me how you died for me to make this person that getting a reading from me, have the confidence that I'm telling the truth and I'm explaining and who you are and what you look like and how you died. I respect that, but I don't need the graphic part. But if you explain that to the spirit as you're working with them, then they'll respect you and not do it no more. You see what I'm saying? So it's been hard for me to deal with that type of life. And then you have some people that say, oh, a medium sees demonic spirits that are taking the place of the people who used to be alive. And that's bullshit. So if that's the case, then how is Jesus then? So you're saying Jesus is a demon because he came back from the dead and now he's a spirit, he's a Holy Spirit? See, people contradict themselves. Why do you think God gives a psychic medium a gift to see the dead? Because he's a miracle. He makes miracles happen. He selects people to do this type of work that he knows who's going to tell you the truth. And if you ain't going to tell the truth, then your gift gets taken away from you. Your reputation is lost in minutes that you made in years. And that's the difference between me and a lot of other mediums and the mediums that are great in the world, which there's millions of them. The great mediums of the world and the great psychics of this world are the most honest ones. The honest ones are going to succeed. The ones that lie to your face are the ones dealing with demonic, nasty bullshit. It's that simple. It's reality. It's life. It's what's true. It is true. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's what that person does. Yeah. Yeah, kids, there's a lot of readers like that. And there's some that shouldn't even be on here reading. And I never like talking about other readers because unless they talk about me and things like that. But it's no patience, but it's also their judgment of you. If you want to be a really successful reader, you can't judge. You can't judge these people. You can't judge the person you're reading. It's not good to do that because it's a pain in the ass. I mean, you can talk about it and stuff like that, but and then get over it afterwards. But it's very hard to like be completely non-judgmental because you like for those people who are possessive and obsessive and acts about the same thing over and over and over. And I learned one thing out of the years I've been doing this, that if somebody comes in here and asks me over and over and over about the same person for a whole month or 2 months or 3 months, the first thing that comes to my mind is, why are you wasting your fucking time, your energy, and your money? I say it in my mind. Sometimes I'll say it to them if I'm really pissed or I really want to like get the point across. But the thing is when I don't have those judgments and I just go ahead and answer the question, and tell them the same thing I've been telling them for how many times, I still say to myself, at least I done my job. At least I just, I'm answering your question. You're coming to me, and I'm answering you. And one day you're going to say, hey, at least Mark was honest with me every single time and didn't change the answer because it was the same answer. He never gave me false hope. He never disrespected me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really judge anybody, because I used to be that same person. My famous question is, when am I going to be in a relationship? Do you see me in a love relationship in the next 3 months? If somebody tells me no, I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna be in a relationship whether you like it or not. I don't give a shit about this reader. You didn't tell me what I wanted to know. I want you to tell me I'm gonna be in a relationship, and if you're not right, I'm gonna give you a dislike. I'm not like that. Now, if you're right, I'm gonna come and tell you you're right. If you're wrong, I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong, because if I tell you you're wrong, then it makes me feel bad for telling you, and it's also unnecessary, because who are you to tell somebody over and over that they're wrong when you're the person who acts the same shit? So that's why I don't really, come back and say, hey, oh, you were wrong. Now, if they ask me, hey, Mark, did you ever meet somebody like I said? I'll be like, no, I didn't, but that's all good, Maybe it's going to happen later on. I'll keep you informed. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're wrong. I want my money back. You're a trash reader. Because it doesn't work that way. I'm never going to read if I read 100 people, I might get 70 out of the 100 right. So that's still a good percentage, right? I'm not going to read every single person right. It's impossible. You're not here to do that. Hey, Virgo. Okay, sweetheart. I got it. Yeah, exactly, Becca. You said you want a general. Okay, cool, Virgo. I'll do that for you, sweetheart. I'll give you a general for now to the end of February. How do you deal with that, Mark, if they ask, how does my person feel about me every day? Well, I still get that a lot. I always get, how does this person feel about me? And I tell them. Sometimes they say thank you, or they dream about fucking you, or they want you. They're going to come see you tonight at 7:04. They're going to call you, and 7:08, they're going to be knocking at your door. And 7:10, your panties are going to be done, and you're going to be getting it. And you're going to have multiple rounds, and you're going to be the happiest person in the world. By 10 o'clock, you'll be sleeping and cuddling and spooning in your bed. Is that okay with you? Oh, Mark, you're the best. It actually happened at 7:05, 7:09, but you were almost right. That's cool, though, but I'll take it, Mark. You're amazing. And by the way, you were right. Get out of your fucking mind, woman. But that's what it is, though. That's like, people actually think that that's the answer they're gonna get. They really do. Yeah, and you know what? I've had to tell a lot of people to stop, and they don't want to stop. So I continue to read for them because I don't want them to feel neglected. And you know why I don't really tell people fuck off and leave me alone? Because they're gonna go to somebody else that's going to ruin them. At least I'm gonna tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell them all the time, look, you don't really need another reading. You need to work on yourself. You need to calm down. You need to be patient. And sometimes I'll be browsing and I'll see them in another room asking the same shit, and I'll be like, oh well, I tried. Please God help them. That's all I say. Please God help them. You'll hear me say that in here when somebody comes in here, Mark. I want to find out what so-and-so is thinking about me, even though I'm not with them. I'll be like, oh Jesus, please help this woman, and then I'll just read them because at the end of the day, somebody's got to tell them. Better off having me tell you than somebody else. But I've learned to deal with it over the years. It's all good. Exactly. All right, Virgo, let's see what I got for you, sweetheart. Ooh. All right, Virgo, it looks good. Next 30 days. Looks like the cycle of life is going around and around. You're approaching the end of problems. You're coming to a conclusion, for better or for worse. But I think it's more better than anything. The outcome of your notion to be better or your ways to get better, it's gonna be better and better as time goes on, especially the next 5-10 days. You're gonna start to see things occur, things, any type of events coming up, they'll happen and things will get better. Now, there's a possible friendship or relationship that's going to be renewed, some type of passion, some type of understanding you're going to have with a person. This guy is a little bit older than you, or significantly older, or he just has an old soul. He's very kind, compassionate. He can be timid at times, but he has his own ideas. He's gonna he's kind of on and off. He's kind of inactive, active. He means well though. I think he's your friend, but he wants to be more than your friend or continue his friendship with you. In the next couple of days, you'll probably hear from him, or you're actually dealing with him now, probably. If you're not, you will be. This person thinks that you understand them and they understand you. They have desire for you, passion for you. They want to get to know you and love you and care for you. This person, they might be, it could be somebody new, or it could be somebody that you already know. I'm getting it could be either or. But if the person sounds familiar, then it's somebody you already know. If it's a new person, then this person wants to start a friendship and then get to you, more and more, because they're gonna find it, nice talking to you, nice being with you. They're gonna feel the harmony, and they're also gonna feel the opposites. I also feel like this person is emotionally confused on and off about, whether or not they should pursue you, hang out with you, be with you, go further into a friendship and relationship with you, because this person's had some failed relationships in the past and it bothers them. And they also could be dealing with materialistic trouble, or just losing things, or they could have been through a divorce or a loss of a job. Looks like they've been through a little, hassle and little problems here and there. Could also be finances and stuff. This person could have got a divorce or had a breakup and had to separate and had to split things evenly. So that's emotionally going through themselves. But I still feel like this person who adapts to you and likes you and wants to be with you and wants to get into some type of partnership with you, and they will engage in being with you a lot more if you allow them to. Like I said though, in general, it feels like somebody that wants to come back to you, that once was in your cycle, or this could be a new person. Well, let's check because if you're, I mean, my question to you is you're saying, I wonder if it's the Pisces, but has the Pisces contacted you or are you in contact with them in the last like week or so? Okay. I mean, I feel like it could be him because I got like someone from your past. So I would say it is him and he is working on himself, yes. Um, I think he really likes you a lot and he knows that you're somebody that, you're like a woman of action and he likes the way your energy is, your courage, your strength. Um, but I do feel that he doesn't know what he really wants. Like I think he wants you, but he doesn't know how he's going to get you and how he's going to deal with you in the future. Um, in the future, there could be an opportunity where you do see him, but the thing is it could. I think that shortly you guys are going to, see each other and be around each other more because this is from now to the end of February, I think. And I don't know if he's a February Pisces. If he is a February Pisces, then he might want to see you for his birthday or hang out with you possibly. Okay, if he's a March Pisces, then leading up to his birthday, I think that there's there could be a lot of contact and seeing each other. If you did see him, if you saw him last weekend, then that's what the energy is here now because you saw him last weekend, so the energy's still there. Like I say, he's very fond of you. He likes you, and he would love to be in a relationship with you. But I think he's very timid on what he really wants to do. He thinks that he's gonna make plans and fail. And like I think that there's an event coming up where he wants to take you to it and hang out with you at an event. If he's mentioned that, then I think that that's what's gonna happen. There's some type of event, or it could be his birthday in March, or leading up to his birthday. He might say, "Hey, look, I really want to hang out with you," or "Hey, do you know that this is gonna happen on February, whatever?" It could be Valentine's because that's the next event, really. What other holiday do we have in February? It's not a holiday, but yeah, see, and that's why I think it's him because it's something that's renewed from your past. It's I think you're gonna go through another cycle with the Pisces. He's gonna come back around. Yeah, I think that's gonna change, Virgo. I really do. I think, from reading the cards, it's all positive things. I just think it's more on his end where he has to initiate it, do it, but I think he's very timid. It's like, if I come towards Virgo, I better come right this time, like you said. He needs to come right for good. If not, you're gonna be like, you know what? F you, bro. Let me check if he's going to communicate with you in the next like 7 days. Yeah, I feel that. But I think he means well and he's a good guy. It's just that he knows he has to come correct. You Virgo women, you don't take no shit. It's either you're all in and you're gambling and you want to go all in, or you don't go in at all. You just turn your cards over and that's it. the next like 7 days, I don't see any contact, like any concrete contact. I mean, it's very possible that he can contact you in the next 2 weeks, but I just keep getting the same thing. Like he doesn't want you to lead you on to believe that something's there and it really isn't because he's not completely ready. The cards are giving me like a mixed vibe on his end. It's almost like, let me ask you this. If you were to contact him, if you were to go out of your way and contact him, is he the type of person that would be like, okay, cool, she's contacting me, I'll contact her back? Because I feel like that's the energy that I get, is if you were to contact him, he'll keep in contact. But if you wait for him to contact, you'd be waiting till Christmas. You see what I'm saying? So it seems like he's the type of guy that needs you to like hold his hand and contact him and baby him. Yeah. So I think that's the main thing, is if you were to go out of your way and contact him a lot more, then it'll get the ball rolling. But that's totally up to you on what you want to do. But that's what I kind of get. Well, see, then that becomes an issue. And that's what I always tell a lot of women, that if you really want a guy and you show him you want him and you put in the effort and the contact, at least you know you've done your part no matter what the outcome is. Even if you don't get him or he doesn't like completely expose himself to you, at least you know you did your part. Now, if you don't get nothing in return, then you know no answer is an answer. But if you go out of your way and contact him and then start to get the ball rolling, then it'll work to a certain extent of his extent. But I know most women are like, fuck that, I ain't going out of my way. This motherfucker better call me. You're out of your mind? How Keith feels about you? Well, maybe the guy I saw in the cards is Keith, but because the Pisces guy doesn't really come through that, you know. Okay, let's check. Uh-huh. I mean, this is a little better, to be honest. I think he likes you, but he's dealing with someone who doesn't understand him, and I think he's alone right now, and he's trying to escape his problems, his divorce, and things like that. But I think this guy will offer you more. And I got the Knight of Cups. You know, he's a Cancer water sign, so I got that he can offer you. He would like to offer you to go out on a date or to ask you out. You know, right? And that's what I got here. You know, that, you know, he's putting in a lot of effort, but I feel like he feels good about you. I think he likes you and he would like to, you know, be with you and shit like that. I'm sure he wants that, but the thing is, he has to escape his own mentality and his own life in order to be with you. But I get a good energy around it. I think that he would actually approach you and advance toward you and give you an opportunity to be with him. Whereas the Pisces guy is a little bit more timid and doesn't really know his ass from his elbow. But I think that Keith is a little bit more willing to get himself into a journey or put in the effort if you were to say something to him or initiate communication. I think he'll be like, oh, okay, now I'm getting somewhere. But it's very possible that he can call you and connect with you or possibly ask you out to go somewhere. Yeah, I think he thinks you're beautiful. He thinks you're sexy. He thinks you're like, he likes you. He likes the way you look. He likes the way you are. He admires you. But like you said, I got indecisiveness. I get him ignoring the opportunity to be with you or to connect with you. I think he's also ignoring the opportunity. I think that he's restrained from doing things, like he doesn't want to go right into another, situation right away. You know what, Virgo? That's the best thing that you can do, to be honest, is keep working on yourself, take care of your family, your kids, keep being a good mom, keep working, keep building yourself, building your confidence, being, the person you are, and the right person will find you. But as far as these two guys, Keith seems like the more interested one to a certain extent. Whereas the Pisces, I still think he's got work to do, but he would like to be in a relationship with you, but he doesn't know how the hell he's going to get to that point. So right now, I feel like it's lust. I feel like it's like, what if, or she's an option because I know she's single, but how am I going to go about it? So it looks like you got two guys that would like to be with you, but they don't know how the hell they're going to get to that point, or how are they going to fix their own life to be with you. So that's what I think runs through their minds. But both of them, I feel like they can possibly contact you when they're ready. But as far as when, I'm not really getting like a time frame. But you're welcome, sweetheart. In the meantime, just keep working on yourself. Do what you got to do. I know it's difficult. I wish I can have a beautiful woman in my life that I can be with for the rest of my life. Get married, have a child, have a family, buy a house. I wish I can do all of those things, but it's not reality right now for me because it's so difficult to find somebody to even trust, let alone have a friend or a girlfriend, or even find somebody that wants that life or is ready for that life. So right now, I'm pretty much feeling how you feel. Just work on myself, stay in my lane. Whatever's meant for me is gonna happen, and whatever doesn't, I really don't give a shit. At the end of the day, as long as I'm healthy and I don't have a disease and I'm not in the hospital, I think that's the best life. A woman would just drive me fucking crazy. So I'd rather not have a woman that drives me crazy, and I'll be single and just be okay. So I don't want to go to no nut house and you ain't drive me fucking crazy or up the wall either. So I'll be perfectly fine. And you will be too. So we'll be all right. We will get there. Anyway, it's It's past 2 o'clock in the morning here. I'm gonna go get some damn sleep. And it's past your bedtime, young lady. So I will see you tomorrow. You have a great weekend. I'm gonna go get in my bed. Wasn't planning on being here this long, but yeah, thank you too, sweetheart. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend and just keep the faith, you know, and we'll get there. All right. You're welcome, sweetie. Take care.